Hey guys, Thogden here, welcome back to a new video. Now today, we're going to be ranking SPFL stadiums. This is something that's been highly requested and it's finally here.
We got some wonderful help from folk on Instagram, so thank you very much for all the comments.
Follow Thogdad, follow Thogden, following people back today. What's the like target today? What are you going for?
The like target today is 3,000.
Ooh, quite low.
Yeah, let's be
Dad.
Do you know what? It's a Monday.
Let's push it up to 3.5 just for you guys. Scottish fans always smash it, as we always say, but we're here to talk about stadiums in Scotland and we're going to get straight into that, aren't we? Obviously, we're going to be doing this in alphabetical order, but we're going to be leaving Celtic and Rangers till the end. You want to stick around for that one. Let's begin with Aberdeen.
Yes, Pittodrie. Well, I think it's about time for a Thogdad fact.
Already?
Yeah, already. Now, Pittodrie was first played on in 1899 by the old Aberdeen FC, and a lot of people think of Pittodrie as an old school ground. But you know what? In the 1970s, Pittodrie became the first ground in Britain that was all-seater and all-covered.
21,000 capacity, quite an old ground. You know, they're building a new one, which is meant to be done in 2020, so I found this difficult to review. We haven't been to the Aberdeen Stadium, so I don't know what the atmosphere is like. All I can say is I put it in 5th place.
I see the picture of the famous granite facade, and what a shame it'll be if that disappears. We need to go there.
Of course we do.
I'm putting it 5th, based upon the comments from subscribers.
Hamilton.
It is the Fountain of Youth Stadium, capacity of 6,000. What do you think about that as a name?
And that name does represent a lot of their youth players. It's an artificial surface.
Oh, yes.
Now, we're ranking stadiums. That gives it an automatic downgrade.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you can't go for a sliding tackle because your leg will have a massive red mark in the morning. I'm sorry, but I'm putting it in 12th.
Yes, and New Douglas Park is actually the least liked stadium by the Scottish players.
Wow.
So because of all that, I'm putting it 12th.
That's probably fair. We agree again. Yeah. 2 and 2.
Moving on to Hearts and the great Tynecastle.
We've been there. We've been there to watch Hearts versus Rangers, and I've got to love that stadium. It's a modern stadium, the fans are near to the pitch, there's a buzzing atmosphere, you've got the Hearts singing section, you've got the away fans. It's always interesting at Tynecastle. I'm going to be straight up, I put it in 3rd place. Very good.
But you're going to love this Thogdad fact. On the 10th of April 1886, the first game was played at Tynecastle. It was a friendly against an English club called Bolton Wanderers.
Really?
Yes.
That's a great Thogdad fact.
Yeah. Well, Hearts have got one of the best pubs
in
the country nearby, the Diggers. Got to love that.
Yeah.
It was so good, I couldn't even put it in the vlog. I didn't want to tell everyone. For all those reasons, great atmosphere, great day out, 3rd place.
Oh, 3 and 3.
We're just agreeing.
And we're on to the other half of Edinburgh, Hibernian, down at the old Easter Road Stadium.
Yeah.
An older stadium, but still a good one.
Yes.
We were with the singing section when we went, Hibernian versus St Johnstone.
It's got a capacity of just over 20,000, but back in 1950, it had a much bigger capacity, and 66,000 people piled in for the Edinburgh Derby.
Wow.
So I really like Easter Road, and one of the things I really loved was the view of the hills in the background.
It is class, that is one thing I picked up on.
Yeah. Overall, I put this 4th.
Okay. And I put it 4th as well, guys. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
We're going on to the Killies next. Now, Dad, I'm going to ask you a question. Do you want the positive or the negative?
Give me the negative first. Let's get it out of the way.
The negative is another plastic surface.
Ooh.
I am fuming.
I know what this is going to be, but what's the positive there?
The pies.
Yay.
In my belly.
Get in my belly!
No, seriously though, everyone's been going on about the Kilmarnock pies.
Yeah.
Today I went to Greg's in Mill Hill. The legend behind the till is called Arthur. He's from Kilmarnock and he works at my local Greg's. Yeah. And he absolutely loves it. And he was telling me today, you need to go to a Kilmarnock game, you need to go, you need to go. I've never been, I'd love to go. Kilmarnock fans, do you welcome us?
And for all those reasons, I put it 7th.
Oh, I'm gassed. Because we're not having to shake hands, I put it 6th.
Excellent.
But to put it 7th is a bit harsh.
Well, the artificial pitch.
Yeah, fair enough.
Livingston.
Spaghetti head.
Yeah,
spaghetti
I love that.
Had, sorry. Great name.
What a name. 3/4 of the ground is reserved for away fans. So you'll get a great atmosphere. At games like, you know, Rangers and Celtic come to visit.
Oh, I see.
3/4 of the ground will be away fans.
That's not bad. I've also heard the pies are really good there as well. 8th place.
11th.
Ooh, that's low.
Maybe a bit harsh. Sorry.
Oh, Dad, you're being rude on the spaghetti. You don't have spaghetti on your head.
Moving on to Fir Park and Motherwell.
Oh, we've been there, so this is one of the ones that we
Yeah.
can clearly comment on.
Yes.
Every team that isn't Celtic or Rangers have Celtic Rangers fans in their area, so it's very difficult to be at Motherwell and fill the stadium out, which is a shame. Motherwell, the fans that do go, they always create an atmosphere in that corner where we were. We were at the Aberdeen versus Motherwell game. Obviously, they turned out to lose that game, but they love it. They scream and shout, twist and shout. They sing that. The stadium itself, it's a bit old, but they create an atmosphere. And that's what football's all about. I'll put it in a mid-table, 7th place.
Yeah, loved going to Motherwell. 6th place.
Ross County next.
Ross County is situated in the Highlands town of Dingwall. Now, if every man, woman and child in Dingwall went to the ground, there would still be empty seats.
Seriously?
Do you know what? I'm hearing nice things about what a lovely family-run club this is, what nice beer they sell.
For me, I found this really hard to comment because we haven't been there, we haven't experienced it.
Yeah.
So I put it in 10th place because I'll give it a chance. And it looks like I'm shaking the mug's hand again.
St Johnstone.
Oh. St Johnstone's old stadium, Mirren Park, it got knocked down by Asda. A new 10,000 seater was built in the west of Perth. I think if you're going to have a stadium and you want to attract fans to the ground, you need it to be in the centre of Perth. And it's not, it's a bus ride away. And also, you're not going to attract as many people if it's out the way. So the attendances are low. And I saw that at Hibs at home when we went. And it's a shame. I think the ultras have been banned from the games, which is a shame. So I'm putting it in 11th place. I'm sorry, St Johnstone fans. It's just one of those things, isn't it?
A positive and a negative. A positive, the lady in the ticket office was so friendly to us. And helped us change our ticket. A negative, there weren't enough bar staff. It took Thogdad 20 minutes to get his pint, and that is a disgrace. You might have been first if it wasn't for that, but you're going to be 9th.
So Mirren are next, and another ground we haven't been to. With a cracking name. You ready for this? Simple Digital Arena.
Brilliant.
The station is right next to the ground.
Yeah.
And as we were just talking about St Johnstone, how it's difficult to get there from the station, that is the opposite. I ranked St Mirren up alone for being near the station. Great for away fans, good for home fans coming in. 9th place.
Yeah, and that's fair enough. I mean, the old ground was sold to Tesco. Daily Record journalist says that the best toilets in Scotland at a football ground are at St Mirren. You never knew that, did you? And I put them 8th. Well, have we forgotten anyone? Couple of teams in Glasgow. What are they called? One of them's called
the Glasgow Rangers.
And the Celtics, isn't it?
The Glasgow Celtics and the Glasgow Rangers.
We're recording this video right now.
Yeah.
I still haven't made my mind up whether I prefer Celtic or Rangers Stadium. We've been to IBROX for a massive European night against Porto. We've been to watch Celtic Park games for a bit longer, several European nights, and bloody hell, both of them are incredible. Any English fan that thinks your club have a good atmosphere, go to Celtic, go to Rangers, because them on a European night, it's something else. As PK says about Celtic, the best atmosphere in Europe. That's what PK says.
I know. You can't talk about IBROX, sadly, without talking about its tragic past. Now, the ground was opened in 1899, and in 1902 there was a Scotland-England international. A wooden stand collapsed, and sadly 25 fans were killed. 1971, there was the infamous IBROX disaster. 90th minute of an Old Firm game, 66 people were crushed to death.
Wow.
That was the biggest tragedy since the Burnton disaster at our beloved Bolton Wanderers. After the disaster of 1971, they invested in the ground, and they turned it into a spectacular and safe ground.
Well, you got to say.
And also a UEFA 5-star ground. I think it's the only stadium in Scotland.
Celtic isn't. That red brick front, iconic.
I've been on this earth for 51 years. I've seen so many pictures of that incredible red brick facade. It was built in 1929. And to see it for the first time, it was a special moment.
And let's talk about Celtic Park. I mean, we went there for the first time against Zenit. Came back to Scotland because we were so impressed from the Celtic fans. And I tell you what, they're both incredible, but Celtic, because I've been more, and it has always been incredible on European nights. I'm going for Celtic. I'm going for Celtic. I've done it. I've said it. I've said it. I'm sorry, guys. You've got the Green Brigade. You've got the other ultra section in the corner. They really create a buzz around Europe. It's the reason they beat Lazio at home. I know they beat them away as well, but the atmosphere really makes it difficult for teams.
I've got to decide, haven't I?
Dog Dad, I made my decision. The pressure's now on you.
I mean, I know it's a terrible thing to say, but I don't really like IBROX. I love it. First place.
Oh my goodness. Dog Dad has made his mind up. What makes you say Rangers?
Wait, suddenly my phone is beeping. It's all the hate from the Celtic fans. I love both the stadiums,
Yeah.
but narrowly there's something about that history, and partly the tragic history that I've always known about, and the IBROX disaster happened in my lifetime.
Thank you for watching. Smash the like target.
Yes.
Thogden says something, you do it. Have a great Monday evening. I hope you cheered up your Monday. Mondays are crap, but what can you do? See you later. Have a good one. Bye, guys.